You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. Folks, let's talk about this story that just really took up over the weekend. This suicide bomber, Anthony Quinn Warner, who killed himself in the bomb blast in Nashville that shut down an entire block, has really damaged a significant number of businesses. But what's really strange here, Abe, is how these white folks in media are describing this guy. They are afraid to say white domestic terrorist. Now, let's be real clear. If a Muslim had set off a bomb in an RV in a major American city, I think Trump might go maybe 1 minute without mentioning it. Has he said anything about this bomber? No. But it's amazing how they won't call this guy a terrorist. If you blow up an RV in an American city, you are a terrorist. You are a suicide bomber. You are a suicide bomber terrorist. They won't even use the language, Avis.
No, and it's not surprising because we see this every time. White violence is always excused. White violence is always minimized. White violence is always, quote unquote, justified. They want to provide some sort of angelic image of this person who committed this terroristic violent act. And it happens over and over and over again. The reality is the vast majority of individuals who perpetrate domestic violence to the extent of terrorism in this country are white men. And the overwhelming majority of them specifically are white men who align with white supremacist ideology. The vast majority of terroristic attacks that have taken place on this soil have been perpetrated by white men. Yet when these things happen, you see law enforcement, you see the media go out of their way to contort themselves into all sorts of verbal theatrics to get out of calling a thing a thing. That was a terroristic act. That was a terrorist who it seems was also a Trump supporter, which is probably another reason why you're not going to see Trump say anything about it. He has radicalized millions of people in this country. And if you think that that sort of damage is going to leave with that administration, unfortunately, I think you should have another thing coming.
It's time to be smart. When we control our institutions, we win. This is the most important news show on television of any racial background. Y'all put $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30 on this and keep this going. What you've done, Roland, since this crisis came out in full bloom. Anybody watching this, tell your friends. Go back and look at the last 2 weeks, especially of Roland Martin Unfiltered. I mean, hell, go back and look at the last 2 days. You've had sitting United States senators today, Klobuchar and Harris. Whatever you have that you can bring to Roland Martin Unfiltered to support it, please do, because this information may literally save your life.
Watch Roland Martin Unfiltered daily at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, or Periscope, or go to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.